this 9 to 5 has got it all wrong. I've been walking backwards on a staircase, lost for words, and I realize I've been treating you all wrong. I was caught up in the hustle and the bustle of that everyday shuffle, and I'm just moving along, but I forgot about little old you, yeah. I was hoping for a break in the weather so that we could get together, but it didn't come true. So I'm dropping everything just for you. Now I want you to breathe. Just sit back in my Cadillac, enjoy the summer breeze. Now I want you to breathe. Talking about me, cause today it's all about you.
Oh yeah, you're listening to 96.1 Dragon in the Afternoon, and that's my boy Louis Bello. Just breathe.
Just breathe.
Riding in his Cadillac.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of a Louis Bello day today, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, kind of a Louis
Nothing
Bello.
wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. No, I can jam out on some Louis Bello.
Yeah.
But speaking of jamming out, I got some shit.
Talk to me.
So, check this out. Let's see what your listeners think about this.
Joe and John were identical twins. Joe owned an old dilapidated boat and kept pretty much to himself. One day, he rented out his boat to a group of out-of-staters who ended up sinking it. He spent all day trying to salvage as much stuff as he could from the sunken vessel and was out of touch all that day and most of the evening. Unknown to him, his brother John's wife had died suddenly in his absence. When he got back on shore, he went into town to pick up a few things at the grocery store. A kind old woman there mistook him for John and said, "I'm so sorry for your loss. You must feel terrible." Joe, thinking she was talking about his boat, said, "Hell no. Fact is, I'm sort of glad to be rid of her. She was a rotten old thing from the beginning. Her bottom was all shriveled up and she smelled like old dead fish. She had a bad crack in the back and a pretty big hole in the front, too. Every time I used her, her hole got bigger and she leaked like crazy. I guess what finally finished her off was when I rented her to those 4 guys looking for a good time. I warned them that she wasn't very good and that she smelled bad. But they wanted her anyway. The damn fools tried to get in her all at one time and she split right up the middle." The old woman fainted.
Wow.
Holy shit!
Woman fainted. That's funny.
I wasn't expecting that. Wow. Wow.
That was pretty good.
That was a pretty good one. I got another one for you guys. That one was, yeah. Okay. I'll do one more. She split right up the middle. I'll try to get her in there once. Oh. Okay, here we go.
A lady about 8 months pregnant got on a bus. She noticed the man opposite her was smiling at her. She immediately moved to another seat. This time the smile turned into a grin, so she moved again. The man seemed more amused. When on the 4th move, the man burst out laughing. She complained to the driver, and he had the man arrested. The case came up in court. The judge asked the man, about 20 years old, what he had to say for himself. The man replied, "Well, Your Honor, it was like this. When the lady got on the bus, I couldn't help but notice her condition. She sat down under a sign that said, 'The Double Mint Twins are coming,' and I grinned. Then she moved and sat under a sign that said, 'Logan's liniment will reduce the swelling,' and I had to smile. Then she placed herself under a deodorant sign that said, 'William's big stick did the trick,' and I could hardly contain myself. But, Your Honor, when she moved the 4th time and sat under a sign that said, 'Goodyear rubber could have prevented this accident,' I just lost it.
Yeah.
Girl's 9 months pregnant.
You ever could have prevented that accident, that's for damn sure.
Goodyear could have prevented this. Oh, fuck me. God damn. Oh, man. Wow. That put me in a pretty good mood.
Hey, what's the difference between a tire and a condom?
What?
One's a good year, one's a great year.
That's funny. Yeah. How funny. So, speaking of videos and stuff,
Oh boy.
yeah, it's a part of the show where I'm going to throw a fit.
Yep.
So,
Throw that fit.
yeah, well, here's the thing, people. I'm trying to figure out a good way of saying this without but anything you watch on YouTube is most likely bullshit.
Right, anymore.
Because there's this individual and he's doing this documentary about monster trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was in the monster truck industry for a long time. So some of the shit he's talking about is relatively yes and no, maybe.
Right.
But he got to something and it pissed me the fuck off. Because you're telling motherfuckers, it ain't like he said it. And I'm going to tell you what it was. You remember in North Carolina when they would, or South Carolina, they would do that figure 8 race with TNT?
Mm-hmm.
He said that was St. Louis. And that figure 8 track, right? And he goes, and this is St. Louis, and this is a St. Louis thing. And he just kept going on and on and on and on. And I'm like, motherfucker, we've never did that in St. Louis.
No.
A St. Louis style track is the oval that comes around and you make like 1.5 passes. That is St. Louis style racing.
Right.
Because that was done at the arena. That figure 8, that was down south. That was at that figure 8 track.
Mm-hmm.
This guy kept going on and on talking about this documentary, telling the history of monster trucks.
Jesus.
And my God, it pissed me off.
I bet.
So how many videos have I watched where they incorrectly say shit and it's like, get your fucking facts straight.
Yep.
It's like, if you're going to tell a fucking story, tell the story. Facts check the shit. That track was never in St. Louis.
Nope.
By the way, he's wearing a Nirvana fucking shirt, and his other videos are about other TikTokers. So this will just tell you where this is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going, and if any monster truck guy, put me in the driver's seat, I'll do it. Motherfucker, you can't even do your facts research, and you might not even know how to put it in gear.
Yeah.
Fucking retard. Yeah, I saw that shit this morning, and I'm just like, dude.
You're like, fuck off.
Now you wonder why people comment on shit.
Mm-hmm.
I almost left a comment, and I was like, nah, I'm going to get involved. But it just pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fucking stupid.
Everybody knows everything.
I mean, if you're going to fucking do a thing about fucking the history of monster trucks, at least get it fucking right.
At least get the facts straight, yeah. Don't just make it up as you go.
Oh, it's fucking stupid. Just pisses me the fuck off.
Yup. I watched something the other day the same fucking way. I don't even know what it was now.
I just don't get it. It's like you're putting out, you're worse than fake fucking news.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's like somebody telling a story about Gilligan's Island and then try to argue the fact that his name wasn't Gilligan.
Yeah, no shit.
But that's what it was, his name on the show was.
Yeah, his name wasn't really Gilligan.
No shit, his name wasn't Gilligan. You know? In real life, his name was Gilligan.
Nope.
It's like people trying to rewrite history with the most bullshit I've ever seen.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Have you seen the new show on Prime yet? Motorheads.
I've seen an advertisement for it, but I haven't directly seen it.
It's pretty good. You're gonna have to watch it.
Oh, check it out.
It's kind of, damn it, why'd you do that?
I know, right? I yawn, now you yawn.
It's kind of a cross between Need for Speed and Riverdale.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Oh, I'll check that out. I just finished the Georgie and First Marriage thing.
First Marriage, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's a good fucking show.
Oh, I love that show.
Like, I can't wait till the next season.
Yep.
You know? If there's going to be a next season, you know?
I think there will be. I think it's going over pretty good.
Well, let's look it up. Let's see if they got signed. I think
One thing did, but I don't remember for sure.
it's Georgie.
Georgie and Mandy's first wedding.
Yeah. Yeah. They're filming it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It comes out this year.
Good.
Yep. Good deal.
Oh, yeah.
They're not sure how many episodes that they're going to do. Because since it's their first marriage,
Mm-hmm.
they are signed for season 2, but the production company wants to do it year by year contract. So I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah. It's saying the ratings were better than the Big Bang Theory. Now, you know what? They might be right. Because when the Big Bang...
I like Big Bang Theory, but it's funnier.
Well, I think
Big Bang was.
they get more in the replays than they do when it was on the air.
Mm-hmm.
But they're saying that Young Sheldon got better fucking ratings than Big Bang Theory.
Mm-hmm.
But they're about neck and neck with the Georgie one.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I really like the show. See, my thing is, I watched it up till they did the Thanksgiving one. Then after that, fuck, I never knew it when it was on TV.
Right.
And then I saw an advertisement for it, and I was like, well, fuck, I'm missing like 14 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
So, so yeah, that's pretty much what it is, people. That's what it be.
What it be, man?
Yep. So, I don't know.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, pretty much.
I think it is a good show. I like that show.
I need to go back and watch Shifting Gears.
Oh, you haven't finished Shifting Gears?
No. What's it on? Is it on Paramount Plus?
I'd have to look.
Or
I
was
don't
it a
remember.
Hulu thing?
I don't remember which one it was on.
Well, here, I'll look it up real quick. I do have a computer in front of me. Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Hulu. It's a Hulu thing. Mm-hmm. Yup, that'd be it.
Eat them on.
Yeah. What's for dinner? It's Thursday.
I haven't decided yet. What do you want to have?
I don't know.
Haven't decided. Might just be frozen pizza day for our house.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows?
Hard to say.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Bet
But-
you can guess who you tried to call.
Oh, I bet Rick, you know. What a fucking dumbass.
Every fucking night, man.
Every fucking day, he's got to call you.
Calls every day when they're recording. Calls every night right as soon as they go to bed. His timing is horrible.
That is some funny shit.
I won't talk to him all day long. Jump in bed. Second I fall asleep, he'll call. What the fuck do you want? Sometimes I don't even answer the phone. I'm just like, nope. I was asleep. You know how it is. You get in that sleep mode. Then you start talking to somebody, you wake all the way up.
Oh, yeah.
I can get up, pee, go right back to bed, fall right back to sleep. Man, if somebody wants to talk and shit, then I'll be awake for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
He don't sleep, so he don't understand that.
Apparently not.
I've stayed in a motel with that guy. Jeez. I don't hear when he does sleep. Some of the noises that come out of him aren't right.
No shit.
Oh, man. He grunts and yells. And I don't know, man. I almost want to record him sometime.
That's funny.
It's unnatural. It's like he snores, then he gasps for air, and it's weird. Oh, shitty.
That's funny.
Oh,
But I
my
mean,
turn to be perfect.
but hey, that happens.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's supposed to have one of those damn machines, but he won't use it. Of course, so am I, and I don't use it.
Yeah, I know some friends that's got to use those machines, you know, to help breathe at night. I don't know if I could sleep with the thing strapped to my face.
I can't. That's my problem. I can't. They were having problems with me when I was in the hospital with COVID that time about bullshit, trying to put shit on my face.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got into it with him a couple times. He wanted to put this big old mask on me. I said, nope. Why? Because as soon as you put it on, I can't breathe. Well, it's on your head. I said, yeah, it is. I'm claustrophobic. So give me the nose thing.
Yeah, I mean, that would pretty much sum it up.
Mm-hmm.
That would definitely sum it up.
Well, and I was a medic on rescue. So I know a little bit about how things work, you know.
Mhm.
And everybody that got COVID got put in the hospital and put on a vent. Well, when you have pneumonia, the last thing you want is something that's going to take a chance of putting more fluid inside your system. And a vent does that. All these people that are putting on the vent did never come out of the hospital
Oh
because
yeah.
they couldn't get the damn pneumonia under control. I told them, I said, you ain't putting me on that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to do that.
Mm-mm. I probably need just enough to be dangerous up there. Fuck you. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, no shit.
I didn't have to sign to have anybody removed from my room at that place. I had to do that once at another time I was in the hospital.
Oh yeah.
I had this Haji doctor, and he couldn't even hardly understand him when he did come in and talk. And he was coming in telling me he was going to move me. I was in the next thing lower than ICU. There's a special care unit that's right under ICU, right next to it. And I was in it, and a guy comes in and he's like, "We're going to move you up to the other." And I was like, "No." "Yeah, we're going to move you to the other." I said, "Why?" "Well, they can watch you closer." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm just fine here." "Well, no, they can watch you closer over there." I said, "Look, bud, I'm on self-pay. Means I got a little bitty fucking job and I ain't got no fucking money. I'm not going over there. I can't afford it." "Well, I could force you to go over there." I said, "No, you can't, because I can go AMA. Walk out of here." Finally, I just told the nurse, I said, "Get him out of here. I want another doctor." They ended up bringing up this paper for me to sign that say that he wasn't allowed in my room anymore. Cool.
Yeah, no shit.
Doctor just wanted to sit there and argue with me. I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of doctors anyway, you know.
Yeah. Fuck them bendejos.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get right back into music. You're listening to 96.1 Dragon in the Afternoon, where we don't like fucking doctors. Neither do I went to school to be a doctor. You know, we don't like administration departments. We don't like things that are strapped to our face. And we don't like them hoes asking for money. We'll be right back, guys.